Hey everyone, Michelle back with another creepy Reddit read. I'm so sorry I took a little bit of break there. I haven't been feeling so great. So I am back with episode 24, and the title of this one, it was posted 7 years ago on Reddit, is Grinning Man in a Plaid Shirt Invades Our Home. I have an experience to share, and I hope that this is the right place. Several years ago, my daughter and I were alone in my house. I slept upstairs, she slept downstairs. My room took up the entire top floor of the house with only one way up and one way down. My room was illuminated by the streetlights from the corner that shined into the room. I had those pleated shades that were popular in the early 2000s. I liked them because they were very private but still let in a lot of light. My daughter's room was close enough to the stairwell that if I called down to her, she could hear me. The house wasn't that large. Her bedroom was a little darker, but it was illuminated by the fish tank that she used as a headboard for her bed. That sounds so cool. It was wintertime in Florida, cool, but not cold. It was not raining, there was no fog, it was just a routine night. My daughter went to bed a little before I did, but we were both asleep by 11 p.m. I had to work the next day, but I can't remember now if she had school or not. She was attending college at the time. Somewhere around 2 a.m. I was awakened, not just awakened, but jolted out of my sleep. Almost like I heard a loud noise or something, but it only awakened after the noise was over. I am completely tense, like I am waiting for something. I listen, and there is nothing, but I am still straining to hear. Suddenly, I've just got to sit up. I bolt upright, and there he is. It's a man. He's about 5'8", wearing a red plaid shirt tucked in, blue jeans, heavy dark shoes or boots. He is about 8 feet from the end of my bed, grinning, and his arms are at his side, and I feel like I can see him breathing, but he's just grinning this weird, maniacal grin and staring at me. I completely lose it and I scream. He just stands there grinning at me. I must have closed my eyes because when I open them, he is no longer there. And when I hear my daughter screaming, "Mom, Mom." My first thought is that this guy had run down and now he's in her bedroom downstairs, but it was only seconds between her calling out to me and seeing this guy. There's no way to get downstairs that fast. Then I hear her, "Mom, there was a man in my bedroom." I jump out of bed and start running down the stairs. My daughter is still calling out for me, and I'm thinking this guy or guys are in her bedroom or somewhere in the house. I reach her bedroom and she's upright in bed. There's no one in her room, but only 2 ways out, past me and then past the stairwell and down the hall toward the front door or the garage or out the sliding glass door in her room. The glass door was still closed. I can see that. So I ask, "Which way did he go?" "I don't know," she cries. Now I think, oh my God, they are so fast. I run down the hallway towards the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, and the front door. I turn on all the lights as I go, thinking I'll find him or them and flush them out, but as fast as I'm moving, there is nothing and no one there. I reach the front door and check to see if it's unlocked. Nope, still locked. I check all the windows, closed and locked. The garage door from the living room, the sliding glass doors, everything locked, just as we left it. That only leaves the sliding glass door in my daughter's bedroom. I'm running back to her bedroom, thinking maybe in her closet, maybe out the door, and I miss them. And when I get there, her lights are on, and she's crying like I am scared beyond reason. I check the closets. Nothing. Finally, I sit on the bed, and I hold her, and I ask her what he looked like. She said that he was wearing jeans and a plaid shirt and was grinning at her. I tell her what I saw, and now we're both wondering what the hell happened. She told me that she was already awake and had just sat up and was looking at the guy in her room when she heard me scream. We saw the two men at the same time wearing the same thing, grinning at us. It was this weird, too wide fake grin. It looked menacing and cold. I hadn't heard her screams because I was freaked out and I was screaming at the same time. It wasn't until I closed my eyes or looked away, I really don't know which, that my grinning man disappeared and then I heard her calling me from downstairs. We don't know what it was, whatever it was disappeared, and we haven't seen anything like it since. I will admit that my daughter and I have had other experiences in common, seeing a ghost together, or calling each other at the same time, that kind of thing. We were even robbed together once. This particular event, however, was very unnerving in a way that I can't describe. It was danger that came into our home for both of us and left us with no explanation whatsoever. I don't know if anyone else has ever had anything like this happen to them. If you have, I would appreciate hearing from you. If anyone has an explanation for this, I would love to hear that too. Thank you for reading this far. Okay, guys, so there you have it. What do you guys think she experienced? Clearly, she believes her and her daughter have a connection to the paranormal, maybe even connected to one another, you know? Maybe they're both sensitive, you know, is a possibility, which could amplify activity when they're both in the same home. But the grinning man, the maniacal smile, that is not a typical thing that I hear described in typical home hauntings. It does sound menacing. I would have to say if I experienced it, it would leave me unnerved. I wouldn't be feeling good about it. What do you think? What do you, any urban legends or things like that that relate to this type of a figure that you know of? If you know them, drop them in the comments or drop your thoughts in general. I'd love to hear it. And please, as always, if you would repost my story so that others can hear it. Thanks again. See you guys later.